All right, Tyson, I'm going to start off a sentence. I want you to finish this sentence with the first word that comes to mind.
Gotcha.
Life is a...
So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about.
Welcome to a new episode of Breaking the Cycle podcast. In today's episode, we will be going over a question that our very own Professor Egghead has, I think, created.
What in the hell did you just call me?
So life is
question. Don't give it. You're giving away the question already. Why don't you tell them about what the podcast is all about in general?
Oh yeah. No one knows
week.
what this podcast is about.
Yeah.
Breaking the Cycle is a podcast on how to be a positive male role model and lead your freak family by breaking the cycle and changing the trajectory of your family tree so that you become the type of man your son would want to become and the type of man your daughter would one day want to marry.
These are the types of conversations you should be having with your kids so that they can learn to think for themselves and are not afraid to be themselves.
Commas and breaths will take you a long way. Commas and breaths, like a comma and a breath.
For themselves and are not afraid to be themselves, so when they eventually are confronted with these life situations, they are not in shock and have an idea on how to approach it.
Wow, very well spoken, very well said. So today we're talking about a question that we first started. You know when we first started this question? The question we're doing today is, and they already told you ahead of time, is a question that I came up with them one time. And it's literally you just get alone with someone, with no one else there, and you ask this question. I'll say to you, and let's just simulate it here. I'm with you. Pretend you're not there because I want it to be fresh to you when you're not here. So you're not here, Midge. You don't exist right now. And I say, look at her, very sad and depressed over there. I say, all right, Tyson, I'm going to start off a sentence. I want you to finish this sentence with the first word that comes to mind.
Gotcha.
Life is a...
Yellow.
Why are you ruining our show and ruining our talk for later?
Oh.
For examples. What's your real answer?
Oh, my real answer.
Your
You
turn.
said an example. Oh, good life. Life is a good
God,
life.
I should have went with you. We should have sent him in the dunce cap.
Oh, because
You get the dunce cap. This is what happens on Freedom Week.
No.
The brain doesn't fire on all cylinders.
No,
and now
I
you
was
just used up one of our examples of later of some things we've heard in the past. Now you just crushed the whole idea. All right, Midge, finish this sentence off with the first word that comes to mind. Get your stinky feet off there. I almost made me fall over. Life is a...
River.
A river. Interesting. Two interesting answers. So your answer was...
Yellow.
Well, your answer was...
Good life.
And it's supposed to be one word. So his is good life. Good life as one word. It's supposed to be one word. And yours is...
River.
What?
River.
River. So before you even explain, I want you both to explain to me because I don't even know exactly what you mean by these. I know those are your words. I want to hear in your own words what those mean. But before we do that...
Our own language.
I want you to just tell me, what do you think is kind of the purpose of this question?
So you see how your mind works.
To see how someone's mind works, see what tells you a lot about someone.
Say what their perspective on life is.
Jesus, you're just nerding out today, ain't you? Freedom Week, you get all kinds of extra sleep.
I know.
You wake up at noon and you wake up like a freaking genius. Holy shit, we're like two dopes over here. And this one wakes up like she got like 15 hours of sleep.
Say what their perspective on life is.
On the trellis. See what their perspective is on the trellis.
If you haven't, go watch the previous episode.
Maybe.
The
The epised on school versus what you're learning in school. That was the last episode. Anyway.
The equilibrium.
All right, so yeah, you can learn a lot about someone. Do you know what? I first asked you guys this question.
It's an equilibrium.
We've been in California now 4 years. I first asked you this question probably close to 6 years ago, 7 years ago, maybe. And that was the answers you gave.
The first time?
7 years ago.
Wait, I said river?
You said that like 4 or 5 years ago when we redid it. Like maybe 4 years ago. So we were in California when
You
we
said
redid
like
it.
umbrella or something.
Umbrella.
Life is an
I said
umbrella.
pig.
But
Life is a pig.
no, you said something, but I don't remember what.
Was it smart?
Life
Because
is a
I'm
tree.
very smart.
I don't remember what it
Okay.
was.
Technically, another good one would be life is a ladder.
But we literally did this
How about this?
All right, we're going to get into examples of it after.
Oh.
But so the purpose is to see someone's perspective on things, how they look at life, just maybe where they are in life at that point, because this could change with someone over time, right? Like someone one day could say something. So mine was, do you remember what mine was? Do you remember what mine was? Anyone?
Pretty sure.
Playground.
Or game.
Got it.
Playground, and then after that,
Yes,
it was
we knew that.
alternative ones that I had to that. I know, you pretty much. I was pretty sure you knew it. River, good life. Mine was playground. I've also said it as game, maybe, but it was always playground. I said game on accident when I meant to say playground that one time when I was saying what the answer I gave. But another good one that people have said is good ones. We're gonna talk about quick, good versions of it. Roller coaster, I think, was a decent one because that's life. It's like a flow. It's like a roller coaster.
You said that too, I think.
I don't know if I said I liked that as I think I answered that, but it wasn't like my main answer. And then also another one I think you gave me the idea for just recently was book. Life is a book. Think about that.
You never know what's going to be on the next page.
Not only that, you never know what's going to be on the next page. Or you can determine what you write for the next page in your life. You could be the author of your own life and the script and write the script and what characters are you going to bring into the story? What characters are you going to get rid of from the story and eliminate and terminate?
And float.
I said terminate and she looked at you with a sick, twisted look. Oh my God, that is creepy. I said, what characters are you going to eliminate from the story? She went, dun, dun, dun.
Cue creepy music.
I know. If we had the thing that's coming in the mail, you could push it and it'll be like a screeching person like screaming or whatever.
You search up a video of that and hear me.
No.
I'm not
Focus.
searching that.
So we are going to so those are some good ones. I have a very funny story about an individual that you two know about what their answer to this question was without even being asked this question.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to tell you in a little bit. But
I know
first,
what that one is.
when I did this for you guys 5, 6, 7 years ago, a long ass time ago. It was when we had the gym in New York and I was doing it with our team and our staff. So I had them all come into the consultation room one at a time and they all gave answers. Oof. And we got some odd answers. Yellow was one of the answers. We had a team member.
Away.
He ruined it.
Terminated.
That's
should
why
be
I want to
terminated.
terminate.
He should be terminated.
Float
him. What show is Float him from? Float him is from what?
100.
The 100. How do you
The
not
100. The
remember
100 on Netflix. You float him.
First watch Walking
float
Dead
yourself.
and then watch that.
Go float yourself.
Anyone want a joke?
How about I have to remind you about the joke?
Remind me.
I literally just did. We have it on camera of me reminding
Because
you about jokes.
we just get in a flow.
I know, but you gotta. All right, let's go. Joke. Last class, I got 2 out of 3 points. Last episode. So what do we got? Give me the joke.
Not last episode.
Just whatever. Go.
Okay. Why do people say break a leg when you go on stage?
Why do you have that dumb face?
He was born with it.
Why do you have that dumb face?
And Mom said I was born with this face.
You do. You have the attitude all the time.
Jeez. Say the question. Now you distract me from the question. I don't even know what the
yeah,
question was anymore. You're not focused.
Why do people say break a leg when you go on stage?
Break a leg when you go on stage.
Oh.
I don't know. Nothing's like clicking. Break a leg so you don't trip up the stairs.
What?
I don't know. Go on stage. Break a leg. So you don't break an arm. So you don't break your head. So you don't die. I don't know. So you don't get terminated. So you don't get floated. Give me a hint. I have nothing even clicking. Like, sometimes you think of you start grabbing for words.
What is it called
Nothing.
when a group of people come together to
Record a movie.
or play in a movie?
Crowd, audience.
No, a group of people.
No one uses the words.
A group of actors that come together to do a movie together.
You've got the director and you've got the
actors.
Staff.
Another word for
cast.
Bing, bing, bing.
Every
0.5.
play has a cast.
That's 0.5.
Because of what? I don't even know what the answer is. I just said the word cast.
Because every play has a cast.
Well, now you just gave me the whole thing. I don't get any points for that.
What?
I just said the word cast. All right, 0.25 I'll take. 0.25 out of 1. All right, so let's
You're
get.
not on a good roll these past episodes.
2 out of 3 was good. If it's over 50%, that's pretty damn good. 2 out of 3.
Yeah, you started with 0.25s.
Well, and then I came back. So,
Back
all right.
from the termination.
Terminate from getting floated. So we had someone say, a team member say, life is a yellow. I'm not sure if it meant like, because yellow means like sad and down.
blue.
Wait, let's see what
Yellow
means.
is. Say what emotion is yellow? That'll let you look up.
When we used to be in school,
Everybody quiet on the set.
Yeah, yellow is like.
What does yellow mean as an emotion? Colors incite both positive and negative emotions. Some positive emotions associated with yellow include happiness, excitement, originality, enthusiasm, confidence, hope, and creativity. Negatives feeling connected to yellow are cowardice, illness, caution, betrayal, egotism, and anxiety.
And anxiety. All right. I'm not mean. I like to always think the positive side of things, but there's sometimes I have to go default negative, and this is going to be one of those
Default
cases
negative.
where I'm going default negative. I'm pretty certain it's the lather, one of those, which is negative feelings connected to yellow are cowardice, illness, caution, betrayal, egotism, and anxiety. 100 freaking percent. That fits the bill for this case.
Mm-hmm.
We don't-
Egotism.
we don't- Jesus.
Wasn't chill out.
You have a
say
name.
the name with the last name and the middle name.
And their blood type and social security number. You dropped a name last episode of a teacher, and that teacher's gonna be
It
hunting you
was
down.
a supervisor.
You are sitting. Oh, that guy! I thought it was the
You
other
just gave-
guy.
Now you just gave away that what
a guy.
gender they associated with
Oh, well,
at the time.
At the time.
Another person's answer was burrito.
Burrito.
Life is a burrito.
Let's see what burrito means as an emotion.
No, we don't have time for that. That's just dumb.
Burrito?
It's not even gonna come up because it's so stupid.
I know.
But no. You're trying to rationalize it because we're rational-ish people. But this wasn't a rational answer. So I want to give what you think. I want you to try and come up with what it might have meant because we want to always think of the positive side. What could it possibly
Default negative.
have meant? I went default negative there just because sometimes you just need to.
No,
And,
what?
all right, you're going to explain it is. You let someone say a sentence first. Deal? Deal. Yeah. Deal. You
Yeah.
know you have. I know you like to explain stuff. But you're going to explain what you think is a good way of saying, all right, life is a burrito. I could see it because it means like this and this. But that was not it. I literally, because I asked follow-up questions like, can you explain that? Like, I want you to explain your words in a second. And the answer was, there is no explanation. It's just a word that popped in my head. I want to have a burrito for lunch. That was
That's
it.
not-
There was no deeper, meaningful, like, you're trying to think of like, oh, it could have meant this, the stuffings and the goodies inside. So what do you think it meant? Go.
Cheese or mozzarella cheese.
I knew that it wasn't like actual. It didn't have any actual.
Any brain
meaning.
cells
if
attached to
it-
it. It had no brain cells attached to the comment, but yes.
But if it did, it would mean that everything in life is kind of packed together, and sometimes you don't know what's in there.
You don't know if it's a different type of cheese or meat. Or sauce.
That's not
or,
what I meant.
Or
Dressing.
oil.
Just so you know, these expressions and these hand gestures you're doing are getting caught on camera.
Or
That
you
are
never know
going
if it's
out.
fish,
That are going
bacon.
out to YouTube, and that
Or
stuff will
turkey.
be out there forever. So there's gonna be
Until,
screenshots
like,
of you with
this
these little
stuff-
fairy godmother little things that are your poses. I know. All right, so we had yellow, we had
Burrito.
burrito, and I've done this.
Burrito. What?
Giving them, I'm dropping dimes over here, snitching. Nah. Stop. So, anyway, other answers. I've done this with different coaching programs and masterminds of people that I've met for the first time because it was a good way to get to know people. Like think about it, you get to know people like bam, pretty quickly with what they're going to answer on the spot. So I took these people into the next room in a coaching program one time, and it was actually on the fly.
I was there when you were doing that. I saw you taking them in.
Yeah, and I came up with on the fly because we had to start. There was something wrong with like the projectors or the technology or the something was wrong, and we couldn't start the day. So I had to kill like 20 minutes, and I was by myself, and it was supposed to be me and a partner doing it. And I was starting the day off that day because it was a 2-day event. And I'm like, I got to kill some time here. And this is just starting this event. I don't even know these people that well. So I was like, boom, we're going to do this. And then we discussed it. We talked about it, kind of what we're doing here. So it was pretty cool. We heard things like, we said roller coaster, but struggle, suffering. Want to know what the most common one is?
Journey.
It's a bad word, you can't say it, but try and guess. Guess. Life is a...
B word.
Yes.
Oh,
That is the most common answer
I could see that.
of everything. Life's a bitch. Like, imagine going through
Same.
life just thinking, life's a bitch.
Beep. My
Oh,
life.
F my life.
Say the real thing. It's funnier.
I know.
No, this is a family
This
fucking
is
show.
This is a
Jar. Remember we said the jar. The
Do you know that this show has to have an E next to it even on your channel? You're a kid's channel and it has to have an E,
Where?
a symbol of an E on your show.
For everyone.
No, explicit, meaning it's explicit content. So they know it's not really for kids because you might say a bad word or like
Nowadays, if you say like boy or girl,
boy
explicit.
or girl. All right, so we've heard that. Bitch was life's a bitch is the biggest one.
Really?
Game is pretty big on the good side, like on the more positive-ish side. Game, but sometimes.
Oh, what's yours?
But some people say
you have
game.
the second version.
Some people say game as like not a good thing, like kind of like it's just like
Messing with
doesn't
your
matter.
teeth.
No, like it doesn't matter. It's just who cares? Like it's just a game. Like
Sometimes
brush it
Jackson
off.
says
So my
life's a
second
joke.
one that I said for fun was life is a joke.
I don't think it was for fun.
It was for fun. My real
But that could be good, or that could be
Yeah.
like that's the same as game.
Yeah.
You could be like a good one. Like life is a joke. Like that's what mine is. Life is a playground. So I'll go first. Just a
You
quick.
could also make playground
I like
bad.
monkey bars.
But playground. Monkey
What?
bars.
You're just
Life
gonna
is a
hate
playground. For me,
forever.
life is a playground, meaning I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna have freaking fun.
I'm gonna go
I'm
play
gonna
with my
jump
friends
around.
on
I'm
the
gonna
side.
do what I want to do. Not like if I want to go on the slide today, I'm gonna go on the slide. If I want to go on the monkey bar, maybe I want to sit on the bench today. I'm gonna sit on the bench. Maybe I'm gonna crawl on the dirt. Maybe it's raining. I'm gonna splash in the puddle in the playground. But I'm gonna make it a playground. Make it a journey. Make it an event. Journey is a good one too. People use that a lot.
Mommy
Positive people.
did.
That was hers. Journey. It's a pretty.
I don't have my phone here.
That's a pretty common one.
I could have
Post it on your YouTube channel.
But that's
All
a pretty
my
common
moms
one.
and
Journey's a
stuff.
pretty common one for people. But mine is playground. Like I'm gonna live life on my own terms. I'm gonna have fun. I'm not gonna take shit too seriously. I'm gonna be kind of a wise ass and crack jokes and not be like all like uptight about shit. But I'm gonna have some fun. But
That reminds me.
also on a playground, you also have to take it a little bit serious, or you're gonna get seriously injured. So you have to still have some control and some discipline. Think about it. If you start screwing around and you're standing on top of the monkey bars, you start running across it. Hey, mom, look at me! Boom, and you bash your teeth. Next thing you know, there's teeth flying everywhere, and there's blood gushing, and kids puking all over the place because they see your teeth flying out.
That's what happened to one of my friends in school. They were walking on top of the monkey bars and they fell and broke their arm.
See,
Like twisted
look at
their
that.
arm.
Look at that. That's so you have to be focused. A playground, you have to be on alert. Also in a playground. Also, when you're in a playground, you have to be. Cause this is how twisted the mind is. I think of all these different things. Why it all falls into it. You have to be alert and look around. All right, who doesn't belong in this playground? You see a little creeper out on the side looking at the kids playing on the playground. Like that's all part of it. It's crazy how it works. But playground. Yes. That's how deep you can look into what these words mean when you ask someone to really break it down. So it tells you like a lot about them. So yours was life is
a good life.
Good life. Who wants to go first on breaking down there?
Me.
Of course she said it. So go. Yours was life is a river. River.
After, can we do the person we know who wasn't even asked the question?
Yes. No, that's after you both
So,
go.
when somebody asks me the question, life is a, like to fill in the blank, you know.
Get on with it.
I always think of a river, how life like flows and is always set on a place to go. A river is never just endless. It always has a place that it's going. You know, a waterfall, a lake, a sea, an ocean. It always has a place that it's gonna go. You don't always know that place, obviously, but it always has a place that it's gonna go. Sometimes.
So it's on like a journey. It's on like a journey to some destination, to a goal, to an outcome that it's looking for.
Sometimes life or your river might hit a rock in the middle, but in the middle of this, however big your river is, right in the middle, where you are flowing. But that doesn't ever stop it from flowing. If there's a rock in the middle of a river, it's not going to hold up the whole entire river. It's still going to keep on flowing.
How? What's it going to do?
It is going to push the rock away.
Or
it's going to go over the rock.
Or
Around the rock.
around it.
Or destroy the rock.
Or it will eventually. Do you know there could be a boulder, a stream, a river that's going long
It'll
enough,
eventually destroy
the
it, yeah.
consistency and the persistence of just nonstop, eventually a rock, which is solid earth rock, will split in half eventually from a flow of a river or water or whatever just running into it. Isn't that crazy? But that's what you're talking about, like the persistence. It won't get stopped by a roadblock or an obstacle or something trying to stop it or drag it down. It's going to go around it, over it, or through that mother flipper. I like it.
So it never stops it from flowing unless you let it. If you don't decide to destroy it, go over it, go around it, push it away, then it's going to stay there until you somehow get rid of it. Now sometimes your water or river will hit a big giant boulder that you feel you can't steer away from. You can't go around or back out from. There will always be a way. There will always be a way to get out of it.
Thank you.
And it's not always like excuse making, lying. No, there's always going to be a positive way to get from out of the boulder. Stop making those faces. No.
That was
it's
a
distracting
lot.
me.
Good job.
Sometimes
you're not
life.
Oh, she ain't done. Professor ain't done. Let me get comfy in my seat. What you got?
Sometimes in life we almost hit like a tiny little, what's a tiny rock called?
Pebble?
Pebble, yeah. Sometimes we almost hit a pebble or a rock, but then we excuse our way out of it. You know? Make a bunch of excuses. We excuse our way out of it. And not that much time longer, you reach this big, giant boulder for making those excuses. Or for lying, or for hurting somebody. Not doesn't need to be physical. It could be mentally, but sometimes physically.
Okay, psychopath. Is that the whole explanation?
No, there's
Oh boy, there's more.
There's more than one more paragraph.
You need to keep going. All right, let's hear it. What else?
The way to get out of this situation is to come clean about it. Be honest or apologize for what you did now, but you can't turn your apology into just another excuse or another lie, because every single time, if you go around, over,
Who are you and what have you done with Midge?
Because never mind. Keep on going.
if you go over it, you destroy it.
Why am I pointing a dagger at you?
I don't know.
Whoa.
Who are you? What have you done with Steve?
Steve?
Steve.
Now, you can't turn your apology into another one of those excuses or lies or harmful things that you did, because that will get you around it, over it, through it, destroying it, maybe pushing it away. But then, every time you do that, every time you put it off, it's just going to make a bigger boulder, bigger and bigger and bigger.
Imagine this.
until
Imagine
you
a
destroy
river.
it.
Imagine a river that's flowing, a massive storming river that's flowing towards the ocean or the lake or the beautiful waterfall you're talking about. It's a roaring river, and there's a tiny little itsy bitsy pedal right in the middle of the roaring river. And the roaring river goes and it gets to this pedal and it just slams on the brakes and stops this tiny little pedal. Imagine that. Wouldn't that be kind of silly? Wouldn't that be kind of funny if it was too afraid of doing it? It got so afraid, it took this little pebble and it made it into this big, ginormous freaking dam or
Don't
roadblock.
make a big deal out of stuff.
That was my point. Yes.
Don't make a big deal.
Don't turn a little pebble into a big boulder.
Stuff. Don't.
Taking notes during it. Well, you were just nerding out today, ain't you?
You should do a vacation week every week. For her.
And you'll be straight homeless by then.
No, not for me.
I experienced this one.
Are you still this is some hell of a
This
river.
is the second paragraph.
That was all one paragraph?
Yeah.
That was a freaking biography. Go, continue. Keep educating us.
Now I have a story about where I actually experienced this once when I was emptying the dishwasher in the kitchen before going to play with Tyson.
Oh, I thought it was in the laundry room.
I'm doing the dishwasher in the kitchen.
Dummy me.
I was once sitting on the I was once sitting on the toilet bowl in the bathroom.
I thought it was in your
I was
office.
once sitting on the toilet bowl in the kitchen.
Man, you got me there.
Go.
At the end, he reminded me of this secret little compartment in there that Mommy would always put silverware in. If I hadn't mentioned that I need to go to the dishwasher, like Mommy told me to, before I could go play, then I would have gotten in trouble if I didn't do that. And we would play together. So I remembered. Let's go on with the story. You'll see what happens
This should be a
next.
short episode, but apparently this is the longest episode.
But that didn't happen. I hadn't done that. I hadn't done that. This never would have. If I hadn't done that, this never would have happened, and we would play and have fun and get in trouble afterwards. Sure, we could have.
And then we would get beaten like little redheaded stepchildren with freckles afterwards. Continue.
Sure, we could have missed some time to go play with me. Doing.
You're losing me a little bit how this is connected to the river. So you got to keep tying this to the river because I'm starting to lose me.
Yeah, same.
We're talking about dishwasher. Is it because the river leads to the water through the tubes of the dishwasher?
No.
Oh.
So, we wouldn't have gotten into trouble, but that didn't happen. I remembered, and when I finished, Tyson reminded me about the secret little compartment. Now, if I hadn't done that, this never would have happened, and when we would go play and have fun, we would get in trouble afterwards. Sure, we would have missed some time to go play with each other.
What is she talking about?
But then afterwards, we would still be able to play more, because if...
The mic is over here, kid.
Sure, we would have missed some time to go play, like I said. But if I didn't do the dishwasher, we wouldn't be able to play longer once Mommy came to check on us. So the way it flowed is, it flowed by me remembering to do the dishwasher, and then
Trying to follow.
after it flowed by Tyson reminding me to go back. So I halted the river and turned it around.
Hey, guys, comment down below if you're following, and if you are following, we'll send you a free book.
Jeez,
Switched it
if you
back
were following
around.
this, you deserve I don't even know, the mental award of the year.
The Nobel Prize.
Like if you understood what I said and also subscribe.
Oh God, we're gonna lose all the rest of our not subscribers that we lost in the last episode.
Subscribe if you left the episode already.
Great explanation, especially your first paragraph. That one was good. It was really good. First paragraph was like, bam, the dishwasher thing. I'm gonna have to re-listen to this in slow motion, or maybe re-listen to this backwards, and I'll start to figure that part out
Backwards.
and understand
No,
it. But
it's
awesome
not-
stuff. Life is a river. I like it. Good stuff.
You
Good
understand it now?
Yeah.
Now life is a good life.
Life is a river that runs
Okay.
through your water run that runs through your dishwasher.
He
and
just has a
swishes
few
around.
bullet points.
What do you care? All
I
right.
had 2 paragraphs.
Oh my God, 2 paragraphs. You had 2
All right.
freaking novels.
Life
What do
is
you got?
a good life. Good life can just be self-explanatory, but good life doesn't mean having all the money, having the nicest car, having the nicest house, having the coolest office, having the best business, or the greatest job.
Having the best doggy.
He's talking.
Okay, yes, sure, having the best doggy. But even if you say that you have a bad life, doesn't mean that it will always be bad. And the negative sometimes can be the greatest fuel for the positive. So if you have a bad life, it's not always going to be bad. You can always find something good out of it. Like, I remember there's sometimes these videos that say, these motivational videos that say, if you have a bad life, there will always be something good. Yes, that is true, but you have to take it to a different level. You only have one life, so make it a good life. Make it a great life. People waste too much time on things things out of their control. So you only have one life. You never know when it's gonna end. It could end right here, right now.
It sure could.
Make every moment as good as possible.
Protect myself with these.
Okay, we're getting a little off track here. So, and life is good and will always be good no matter what. The things that life will throw at you, the things that will come away from your life. Pets will die. Family members will die. You just have to be prepared for that, and you still have to find a way to make it a great freaking life. Things will happen that you will not like, that you will hate, but you still have to always find a way to make it a good life. And now about the story. So, it's January 9th, 2023, starting a brand new year with a vacation week.
January 9th started a brand new year?
Or, well, we were starting-ish.
All right.
A brand new year. And the dogs, they're not as trained as they are supposed to be. And we didn't put their muzzles on them, and they chewed up something outside. It was a broom. Like a old style broom.
That smells like corn.
And Mommy, she said we were not trying to make a big deal out of it, and she said you're just gonna have to pay back for the broom. So then that happened, but I made it a big deal, and I started arguing that it doesn't make sense for me to pay it. I thought that the dogs would be good outside. I just made it a big deal, and then boom, just like that, there were no screens for 30 days. And then 2 days later, we're at the kitchen table having a meeting, and you created the Daily Discipline Challenge. And out of that challenge, I could actually bring it up here, but yeah. So it was this whole list of all these challenges, all these like different things that we had to do for 21 days, I think. 21 days, and then there would be a prize afterwards, which was a snake. So even though I lost screens for 30 days, which is not like a huge thing, but still, even though I lost screens for 30 days, you could always turn it into something good. And I got a snake at the end.
So how the frick did a dog chewing up a broom got you a freaking exotic snake overnight shipped from Florida from a dog chewing a broom? Why is that?
It's a good life.
There you go. That's the answer I was looking for. No matter what, it's a good life.
And also
the good days, it's a good life. If the bad days, you still think that it's a good life, are they even really bad days?
No.
They're just good days. It's just a river. Flowing into your dishwasher, cleaning your freaking dishes. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Yes. The river, I get it. The water's got to come from somewhere to wash our dishes. I love it that water is a source of life, and it cleans our grime off of our forks and spoons. I like life is a dishwasher. I love it.
Oh wait, I'm not done.
That's not what it meant.
And just to finish off, is having a good life is also right here, right now. Having things to be grateful for. If you have things to be grateful for, that is a good life. This podcast makes it a good life. Even if today, if this podcast was going to be the last thing that I did in my life, it would still be a good life.
Now, but what about the things at the beginning? You said all the money and the cars and the house and the toys and all this. So you don't care about those things?
No. It would still be
great to have those things.
Great to have those things.
Like, why not? As a bonus, a cherry on top of the ice cream sundae, as we call it. What are you doing?
What you got there? Huh? You know there's a camera recording there too.
It's right there. Like, geez. All right, so let's kind of wrap this up with a final story about Life is A. Oh, we forgot about the Fat Albert from last episode. Darn it. See, 'cause it's way up here for some reason, just this Fat Albert. We're
From last episode?
Yeah, about when she's doing her creating of the videos.
Oh, we forgot
She's working on editing our videos, and every time she edits these videos and does a clip, every time he talks, she's going to just block out his voice and put a picture of Fat Albert over his face, saying something like, hey, hey, hey. I think, what he used to say, Fat Albert? I think he would say, hey, 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 or something like that. I don't remember.
I don't know. I never watched any
You're missing out.
show.
You need to go watch Fat Albert. On the fitness and nutrition one from last show, how many times have you eaten fast food? How many times? Are you have a heart attack because you ate too much?
No, I was
How many times have you eaten fast food?
Not many times.
How many times? Not many? How many times have you eaten McDonald's?
None.
What do you mean, not many?
None.
No, Jesus. Your brain is not firing at all. How many times have you drank soda?
None.
Like Coca-Cola?
None.
Exactly. None.
Have you ever eaten Doritos? None.
Doritos, never. Twinkies, ho-hos.
No.
All that. All right.
We actually...
So let me tell you this story
Okay, yeah.
about a time where life is came up. One time in my life, someone told me their answer without me even asking the question. Listen to this. Well, no, we're gonna make this a fictional. Was it fictional mean fake or fictional is real?
Fictional is fake.
All
I
right.
did not know that. You learned that in school.
He doesn't remember anything.
Fictional is fake. All right. So this is a fictional story. That's so dumb. So fictional is fake, and then non-fiction is real.
Fiction means fake. Non-fiction.
So non-fake. Why wouldn't fiction just mean real and non-fiction mean not real? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. So it's not fake. Non-fiction is not fake. Why don't they
Well,
just,
that makes sense.
that is so dumb. That is so dumb. Anyway, that's why I never paid attention. Because nothing of that shit they teach you in school made sense. That was
That's
last
big.
episode. Think about that. It's non-fake. How the hell are you supposed to remember that? It's non-fake.
Non-real.
Non-real would mean like real and not real would make more sense. Not fake and not fake. Like, how stupid. Anyway, let's go into this. So there was this. Uh-oh. I hope I hear someone outside of our studio. I hope they can't hear what's going on here because this. Anyway, this is a fictional story. This is a fictional story. I heard this story about this guy. He was a really cool, awesome, fit, successful, handsome, bald, white, skinny dude from New York.
The handsome, I don't think that
From New
one
York,
is.
right? And he meets this foreigner that has this very strange accent. Like, very strange accent. Like, very strange accent. Like,
Oh, remember?
what's it? What is it?
So one time in the mail, he got this little tiny EDC foldable fork and knife, and the woman was like,
This is a fictional story. Snitches end up in ditches.
The other person.
the woman said, "Does that go in the wallet or something?"
Does that go in the wallet or something? So anyway, this charming, handsome, bald, skinny, white dude from New York in this fictional character, in this fictional story,
Yes.
he meets this
Foreigner.
foreigner with this odd voice, very strong, Nazi-ish, Russian-ish type voice.
Hey, you know.
Whatever, man. They put the E on this shit. It's good. They just put the E
E
on a
for
kid's show.
everybody.
A kid's show, and they put an E on it. That's just messed up.
E
That's some
for
funny shit.
everybody.
Gary, I bet you it's the only kid's show that has an E on it that's considered explicit. That's some funny shit. So he meets this one, and it's the woman of his dreams. And
How?
it's a fictional. And he
Oh my god.
Jesus, holy crap. And he meets this woman of the dreams family.
Oh
The woman
my
of the
god.
dreams mother, who has a very odd colored like features. This is fictional story. He's meeting this woman of his dreams mother and does, like we talked in the last show, shaking the hand, the eye contact. Great to meet you. Heard so many great things about you. Nice to meet
Did
you.
you?
It's individuals. It's just.
Can I demonstrate
It's just
the
individuals.
woman's mother?
It's this individual's first time in this country even. And the response to, oh, great to meet you. Nice to meet you. Oh, heard so much about you. The response was, life is brutal.
Brutal.
I said, well, this relationship's got off to a great start. This is going to be swell. And you can imagine what it's been like since then. You could fill in the blanks there. I just thought it was interesting, but that tells you right off the bat. It's the same as life is it tells you.
Burrito.
You can see how people think. So look at the answers we've talked about today. Mine was playground. We had river. We had good life. We heard journey, struggle, suffering, hell. Life is hell. We've
Oh my
heard.
god.
B word.
Life is a bitch. Life is brutal.
Explicit.
Brutal. Life is a burrito. It's yellow. It's a roller coaster. It's a book. It's a game. We've heard all this, and just from that one word, it tells you a lot about where someone's coming from. Where are they at in life at that point, at that moment? It tells you so much. Any closing? You guys only had one joke this whole thing. I have to remind you about this stuff every episode. You got one more to take us out with? No?
Yes.
What the?
What? That was odd.
Okay, if not, then not. I thought you might have one
I
more.
don't have
We
one.
also didn't do the question of the day.
Because you guys.
Asked last episode.
Why was Cinderella so bad at soccer?
She's missing a shoe. Wait, what's the question? Who?
Why was Cinderella so bad at soccer?
Who's Cinderella?
Isn't Cinderella missing a shoe, or she kissed a frog or some shit? Or she missed a shoe, or missed her shoe broke?
I
Her shoe
never.
broke. Her cleats broke. Didn't someone know missing a shoe and someone found
That
the
was
shoe?
like in the meme of Jurassic World or something.
Or is that like a...
Fine, then we
Was
won't
it-
use that one because you seem to be confused.
No. I'm just...
Why
stalling.
was
What's the answer?
Cinderella so bad?
Oh, no, give me a hint.
Because
Give
she
me a hint.
got.
Give me a hint. No, give me a hint. So I can figure it out.
I just found the joke. I don't know what it means. I don't know.
If you don't even know what it means. That's why she tried to say, oh, we'll just find another joke. What's the answer?
Because she kept running away from the ball. I don't know what that means.
Oh, she
Oh,
was
like
going
the
to some
ball,
ball.
yeah,
Because there's something about
The party or something.
party, the ball, like a party thing. But yeah, I wouldn't have got that. All right, doesn't count because if the joke
Yeah,
person
I'll
doesn't even
just
know it,
delete
it don't even count. You better give me another one.
Yeah, you better
You
delete
need to
that.
come out with ones that you actually
Delete
freaking
that
know.
from our.
All right, what do we got? Come on, quick.
What do you call bears without
Listen,
bees?
the mic, you got to speak towards here.
What do you call bears without bees?
Ears.
Damn.
That's a point and a half, sucker.
That should be a short, and then it should show like, oh.
So that is,
Oh.
that was a point and a half.
So you got 1.75.
Oh, 1.75 out of 2. That's a pretty damn good score. All right, awesome. Take them in. Awesome stuff. Good episode.
good episode. Good episode.
Hairy fist bumps all around. Tell them what you need
And
to tell
if you
them.
haven't already, if you want to join our 10 subscribers now, smash that subscribe button and click the notifications bell, like button, share, comment. Excuse me.
Share with your goats, your fish, your cats.
All right, that was.
Just subscribe.
All right, and anything you want to take them home with?
No excuses!
Very normal. So they can't imagine where they get it
Get from.
We will see you next time. In case no one told you yet today, you are freaking awesome.
No
We'll see you
excuses.
next time on Breaking the Cycle. We are
Out!